Introduction to Universal Truth. The concept of universal truth pertains to ideas or principles that are considered to be true across all contexts and cultures, regardless of individual beliefs or perspectives. The search for universal truth involves examining whether there are fundamental truths that are objective and applicable to all human experiences. Philosophical perspectives on universal truth. Philosophers have long debated the nature of universal truth. Some argue that universal truths exist and are discoverable through reason and logic. For instance, mathematical truths like 2 + 2 = 4 are often cited as universal truths because they hold true regardless of context. Others, however, contend that all truths are subjective and influenced by cultural and individual perspectives, challenging the notion of universally applicable truths. Objective versus subjective truths. Objective truths are those that are true independently of personal opinions or beliefs. Examples include scientific facts, such as the laws of physics. Subjective truths, on the other hand, are influenced by personal experiences and cultural contexts. For instance, opinions about aesthetics or morality can vary widely across different societies. The tension between objective and subjective truths is central to the debate over the existence of universal truths. Cultural and relativistic views. Cultural relativism suggests that truth is relative to cultural contexts, meaning that what is considered true or moral can vary between cultures. This perspective challenges the idea of universal truth by emphasizing that truths are constructed through social and cultural practices. According to this view, universal truths might be seen as culturally specific rather than universally applicable. Scientific and mathematical universality. In the realm of science and mathematics, universal truths are more commonly accepted. Scientific laws and mathematical principles are often viewed as universal because they provide consistent results across different contexts. For example, the laws of thermodynamics apply universally in physics. However, even in science, theories are subject to change as new evidence emerges, suggesting that what we consider universal may evolve over time. Ethical and moral universals. The search for universal moral truths has been a significant philosophical and ethical inquiry. Some ethical theories propose universal moral principles, such as human rights or the inherent dignity of individuals. However, ethical relativism argues that moral values are culturally dependent and cannot be universally applied. The debate over universal morality centers on whether there are ethical standards that transcend cultural differences. The role of language and perception. Language and perception play crucial roles in shaping our understanding of truth. The way we describe and interpret experiences can influence our perceptions of truth. Different languages and cultural frameworks can affect how universal truths are communicated and understood. This highlights the complexity of defining and recognizing universal truths across diverse contexts. The limits of human understanding. Our capacity to grasp universal truths may be limited by our cognitive and perceptual constraints. Human understanding is shaped by personal experiences, cultural backgrounds, and cognitive biases, which can affect how we perceive and interpret truths. The limitations of human knowledge suggest that while we may seek universal truths, our understanding may always be partial and context-dependent. Philosophical skepticism and universal truth. Philosophical skepticism challenges the possibility of attaining absolute certainty about universal truths. Skeptics argue that our knowledge is always subject to doubt and revision, which calls into question the existence of any absolute or unchanging truths. This perspective emphasizes the provisional nature of human knowledge and the challenges of claiming universal validity. Conclusion. The question of whether universal truth exists remains a complex and debated topic. While some truths, such as mathematical and scientific principles, may be viewed as universal, other areas, particularly ethics and cultural practices, reveal the limitations and contextual nature of truth. The search for universal truth involves navigating the tension between objective knowledge and subjective interpretation, acknowledging that our understanding of truth is influenced by a range of factors. Ultimately, the quest for universal truth reflects our ongoing effort to comprehend and articulate the fundamental nature of reality.